Good morning to all. So in today's session we are going to understand about another very particular remedy in homeopathic materia medica, or I would probably say that in the magical box of homeopathic materia medica, and the name of that remedy is Rhamnus californica. So the name itself suggests that it belongs to which place and it is grown up in which place. We know we have to know this thing about the growth place of any particular plant or any particular source of homeopathic materia medica, because from that only we need to understand about the doctrine of signature first, and also the particular sign and symptoms of that particular area or any disease that is prevalent in that particular area. So as the name suggests, it is basically a plant. It is basically belonging to a plant kingdom, and the family is Rhamnaceae. So this plant is basically grown in the western North American region, where in the coastal area of western North American region, where there is less, the sun is a bit shady. So this plant can grow very easily there. And the another very important thing about this plant is the plant is almost 6 to 8 feet long, and the maximum range of this plant can be up to 10 feet also. So this plant is very tall, we can say, and also it is an evergreen shrub which can be grown or to till every year and throughout the year. And this particular plant is not wanting that much of water, and it can be grown in anywhere of that region only. So this is all about the brief introduction about the plant, how that plant is, where it is grown. Now this plant is basically, or it can be definitely used in the cases of rheumatic pain, or we can say myalgia, any muscular pain. Now we need to understand this thing, that we have to see that in which diseases these things can happen. So this rheumatism can be happening on rheumatoid arthritis, normal arthritis. So how it can be differentiated from any other remedy that we are using in rheumatic arthritis and simple arthritis. So particular symptom of this remedy is, this remedy can be basically used in the rheumatism in which there is swelling. The word that is used in the books are inflammatory rheumatism, where the inflammation is very much red, tender, and it is gout like, circular like, and you can see the swelling on that patient's particular area where that patient is having arthritis. So basically it is a remedy that is used in the rheumatism, or we can say inflammatory rheumatism. Now another one basic symptom of this remedy is myalgia. Now myalgia can be happening due to many reasons, but in this remedy, the dysmenorrhea, myalgia, at the time of menstrual cycle, there will be a particular type of pain in the muscle. At that time it can be used very wonderfully. It can be also used in the cases where there is muscular pain because of excessive exertion of any body part. But it is basically a metastasized remedy, or I can say that if any particular place or any patient you are seeing is having syphilis miasm, or it is the inflammatory condition, or the myalgia can be going towards the metastatic stage, then this remedy is very useful in that stage. We can all now the uses and the dosage of this remedy, we can use it in tincture form, we can use it in dilution form also, but it is basically used mostly used in tincture form, and the dosage is 15 drops every 4 hours till the complaint subsides or getting a bit better. So basically this is another remedy that we found very less, or we are very less aware about this remedy. So we can use this remedy in the inflammatory arthritis or inflammatory rheumatism and all kind of myalgia which are present in the body. That's all about this remedy. Thank you.